Hello and welcome to Soul Supply Co. This is Swole Sneakerhead here to bring you the sneaker news on today, Wednesday, August 4th. We are going to start off today's sneaker news by taking a look back at this Monday, August 2nd, which was of course Yeezy Day. It was about 16 to 18 hours of straight releases, so let's take a look back at which shoes released where and how it all went down. The first two releases to kick off the day at 7 a.m. Eastern Time were the Yeezy 350 V2 Taillight as well as the original Yeezy 700 Azale. The Taillight was a Adidas confirmed exclusive as well as the Azale. At the same time as this going on, the Yeezy Foam Runner and MX Cream Clay also dropped at 7 a.m. It wasn't technically part of the Yeezy Day lineup as it was already scheduled to drop and it was separate. That also did occur, like I said, at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, so these three pairs all dropped at 7 and led us to the 8 a.m. release. The 8 a.m. release was a bit of a letdown as we saw the Yeezy 700 Mauve and it loaded on the Adidas website. Not much resale here and not many people really wanted these for personal, so it was kind of an hour break, which led us to a very hyped up 9 a.m. release. 9 a.m. brought us one of arguably the best drops of the day, which was both the Yeezy 350 V2 Zebra as well as the Yeezy 350 V2 Synth Reflective, both released on Yeezy Supply at the same time at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And in my opinion, both pairs had decent stock. From what I heard, the rumors for the Zebras were around 2,000 to 3,000. I'm not 100% sure about the Synth Reflectives, but I did see quite a lot of people cop them. Personally for me, I was running for all these releases obviously, and I did get one pair of Zebras for auto checkout for a member, as well as 12 pairs of the Synth Reflectives in varying sizes. And of course, we are already seeing massive undercutting on these pairs, especially the Synth Reflective, which were every size was going for over $1,200 to $1,000 before the drop, now have dipped almost $1,000, which is almost unbelievable, especially before pairs were even in hand. This big 9 a.m. release led us to a bit of a letdown at 10 a.m. again, where we saw the Yeezy 700 Inertia as well as the Yeezy 700 V2 Hospital Blue. Both of these released via the Adidas.com waiting room. Neither had great resale, both of them at a retail of $300. Personally for me, I was not going to go for them simply because of the high retail and the fact that they were restocking with an already low resale value. So both of these were essentially bricks and didn't get much attention. The 11 a.m. Eastern Time drop brought us three big releases, highlighted by the Yeezy 350 V2 Glow, the Yeezy 500 Utility Black, and the new shoe, the Yeezy 700 V3 Dark Glow. Again, the Dark Glow is the same as the Alva 700 V3 that previously released, but with a different blue cage glow color. Unfortunately, the Yeezy 350 Glow had about 100 or 200 stock, something extremely low where chances of copying were almost zero even for bots. The Yeezy 500 Utility Black was a relatively decent release, and the Yeezy 700 V3 Dark Glow ended up kind of bricking because they also dropped them on the Adidas Confirmed app at the same time, as well as dropping on the Confirmed app the Yeezy 500 Soft Vision. That began at 11 a.m. and was open for a few hours. And between both of those sites dropping, the Yeezy 700 V3 Dark Glow did end up bricking a little bit. Although I do expect the Dark Glow to rebound in resale price, I don't see it reaching the same level as the Alva just because this was released in higher quantities in my opinion. Following the 11 a.m. releases concluding, we did have a 2-hour break, and when we came back at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, there was an Adidas confirmed draw open until 5 p.m. for the Yeezy 700 MNVN Triple Black. With a retail of $220 and resale sitting a little bit over $300, there was some room to profit here, and this wasn't really too hyped of a personal beyond that. Following this 1 p.m. release, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we did see three pairs all dropping on Yeezy Supply via the waiting room. First was our second reflective of the day, the Yeezy 350 V2 Cloud White Reflective. Second was the Yeezy Power Phase in Quiet White, and third was the Yeezy Power Phase Calabasas in Simple Brown. Both of the Power Phase colorways sat on the site and weren't very hyped up, and of course, everybody was focusing their attention on the Cloud White Reflectives. Retailing at $220, these did have resale value over $500 going into the release. It has since dipped about $100 to $150 But I do see these rebounding over the next couple of weeks as panic resellers drove these prices down significantly on every pair that restocked on Yeezy Day. After this 2 p.m. release, the next drop was not scheduled until 4 p.m. and unfortunately when 4 p.m. did come along, we got on Yeezy Supply the Yeezy 350 V2 in the Mono Cinder colorway, as well as the biggest bricks of all time, the Yeezy Quantum Lifestyle. Yeezy Quantum Lifestyle retailed for $250 and is currently reselling for like $5. And the 350 V2 Mono Cinder was a recently released colorway, and I don't even think the market has recovered from that first release, so these didn't have great resale value either, except for a couple of larger sizes. Following these bricks at 4 p.m., we did have to wait until 6 p.m. Eastern time for the next release, but it was well worth it as we finally saw for the day the Yeezy 700 Wave Runner that released on Yeezy Supply at 6 p.m. Eastern time. With a retail price of $300, it really didn't matter because this is an absolutely classic colorway. Resale was over $500 before the release and of course dipped afterwards, but these will absolutely recover to plus $500 in likely all sizes very shortly, as this is one of the most iconic Yeezy colorways of all time. The Wave Runners also released via the Confirmed app at the same time, 6 p.m. Eastern time, in limited quantities, as well as dropping on Yeezy Supply. As the day was winding on and we finally got the Wave Runner that we were expecting, we had to figure that every release for the end of the night would be a banger, and unfortunately, they trolled us and we were wrong, because at 7 p.m. Eastern time, we got the Yeezy 700 V2 Tephra. This was released via the Adidas waiting room, and with a $300 retail and resale slightly over $370 before the release. This was kind of a letdown for being one of their last releases of the day and not very hyped up overall. Base sizes did have some resale value, but besides that, it was mostly slept on. After waiting in a lot of suspense up until about 7:45 p.m., we finally got confirmed what the 8 p.m. Eastern time drop was, and that was what I was most looking forward to on the day, the Yeezy 350 V2 Static Black Reflective. Resale prices were sitting well over $700 and $800 before this restock, but since have dipped to the $400 to $700 range. We did see an okay amount of stock for this release, but it definitely was a tough cop. I personally only got one pair, and I'm lucky I even got that much because this was a very hard release. And to close out the day at 10 p.m. Eastern time, after 16 hours plus of releases, we did see a restock of, again, arguably one of the most iconic Yeezy 350 colorways ever, the Yeezy 350 Bread. These did drop in full family sizing on the Yeezy Supply website, and if you did go for this drop, you would have seen that they loaded both the kids sizing and out of stock, and the adult is available. And after I think 10-15 minutes plus of the website essentially not working, they finally loaded the stock as live, and sale commenced for the last pair of the day. This was a pretty decent release, again, probably similar stock to the Black Reflectives. Again, it's so hard to know, but a good ending to a very long day of releases. One other thing to note is that throughout the day, via the Adidas Confirmed app exclusive access, there were many pairs that dropped that you see below in this little grouping. Some of them were profitable, most of them really weren't, and I personally did not get access for any of these, and I'm not sure of many people that did, so they were definitely more limited. That is going to wrap it up for our Yeezy Day recap. I did want to mention quickly again that our Cook Group, Soul Supply Co., did end up getting 15 pairs across this Yeezy Day between the Synth Reflective, the Zebras, the Wave Runners, and the Black Reflectives. If you guys missed out on all these pairs, be sure to sign up for next time as we run for all of our members. And every month you get one pair for a free pay after service fee, meaning you just pay retail for the pair, no other fee. This deal will expire soon, so be sure to join the link in the description to secure your spot now. There are so many big releases coming up in August. I would not want y'all to miss out like you might have on Yeezy Day. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and kind of got an idea of what happened on Yeezy Day. Please drop us a subscribe, like the video, and turn on post notifications because I will be posting a YouTube short later talking about a big release coming up on the 6th, and I wouldn't want you guys to miss out. Thank you all again for joining me on this Wednesday, August 4th edition of Sneaker News. I am Swole Sneakerhead, signing off. I'll talk to you all on Friday.